Hello everyone and welcome back to Woody's Travels. You join me here today from Gothenburg Central Station. We're here in the Nils Ericsson terminal, which is the bus terminal, as we are about to head to Oslo for today's vlog. So we're going to be staying in Oslo tonight as well, we'll be there tomorrow. So we've stopped by, got a bit of breakfast here. It's only about 8:30 here in the morning, so grabbed a hot chocolate from 7-Eleven and a few bits for breakfast to enjoy on the journey. It's going to be about 3.5 hours. We were going to take the train, but it was the same amount of time and cost about 4 times the price for the train when we looked at it. So we decided to go with the trusty old Flixbus, having used it before from going to Geneva to Annecy in France. Actually found it quite a good experience, so I thought we'll give it a try again this time and see if it's also as good. And for breakfast I've gone for a cinnamon swirl and also a few cookies, not the healthiest of breakfast. And then I've also got some yogurt, which kind of redeems me a little bit, with granola and some fruit stuff in there, and also grab some watermelon sweets as well for the journey. So stay tuned as we travel to and then explore the city of Oslo in Norway. And of course, if you are new around here, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, and if you like today's video, please drop a like as well. We have made it. We are here in Norway now. We've just checked into the hotel again. We're staying at another Radisson hotel, which the location again for this one was beyond perfect. We walked straight out of the bus terminal, turned right, and it was there straight in front of us. This massive building, 33 stories high, something like that. It's got a beautiful rooftop bar, which I think is actually closed today. We're here on a Sunday, so might be able to check it out later if the bar's open, but I think the restaurant is shut. So we'll keep an eye out for that later on. We're up on the 19th floor, so we've got a great view behind us. You can see across all the train stations, some of like the bigger buildings here in Oslo, and the sun's shining, which is always a good start to the day, and the room is absolutely lovely, which again, it's another little benefit. Won't be here for too long, obviously, only here for one night. Won't be spending that long in the room, but it's still nice to have a nice room to stay in. So yeah, we're going to head out now and go explore Oslo. We've got a few little things we want to do, a few places to go see, but I'm looking forward to it. Another new country ticked off the list in Norway, and another new city here in Oslo. We've just taken a little trip up to the top floor first before we leave the hotel to take a look at the view out of here. It's the 33rd floor I think we're looking at from here, so look at this view out from here. It's obviously pretty similar, but this is from 33 floors up, so it's pretty much the highest point for all around here in Oslo. So just come up here to get a view, and now we're going to head back down and head out and see what's going on in Oslo. The first spot we are heading to today is a place called Barcode, which is a street food venue with all sorts of different options and choices there, all different cultures and cuisines all in one place. I've seen quite a few videos and posts about this. I've been doing my research on where to go in Oslo, so at 1 o'clock it seems like a pretty good time to go there, so we're going to head over there now. It's only about a 10-minute walk from the hotel, so once we get there we'll go and enjoy some nice street food. Look at this insane selection of pastries we've just seen at a cafe just in the station, but there's so much choice. It's one of the best poker pastries I've seen. Anyone down for a pint of ass? What have we got there? Then we've got a chicken burrito with some, quote, tasty sauce on it. And I've also gone for a pint of arse pilsen whilst I'm just waiting for the food to come. Lunch has been smashed here at Barcode. I went for some jollof rice with some jerk chicken as well, and came with plantain, so went down really well, tasted really nice. First time I've had any sort of like Caribbean food or anything like that eating out, so it was really, really tasty. A good choice definitely by me. So yeah, that was really good. And then Alex also had some Mexican food, so she went for a chicken burrito. The food was all really good here, loads of different choices. You've got everything from Greek, Mexican, Tex-Mex, American type stuff. You've got Japanese, you've got Indian, Thai, there's like a Vietnamese, Singapore noodle type place as well. And also like just next to me is like a more like Norwegian place. And of course the place I went to as well, which was like Afro-Caribbean style restaurant as well. So loads of choice, definitely recommend it if you're in Oslo to head down to Barcode for some food. This is the Oslo Opera House. You've got people who you can walk up the side here or walk up the front of it. So a lot of people getting photos here, and you can also go on top as well, so we might end up on top a little bit later for a view. This is what you can see out here. So you can see out from the right, you've got the Ferris wheel, and you've also got Munch as well, which is it's like a gallery or something like that. And again, it's got a viewing platform, a sculpture thing like in the sea here, and a little DFDS ferry out there as well on the right hand side. And then here's a view from about 2/3 the way up the top. Got some people amused by a seagull. And here we've got the view from up on the top corner on the other side. So you keep walking across, it kind of zigzags around, and you can see different parts of Oslo from here as well, from on top of the Opera House. And I can see our hotel from here, just there, that Radisson right there, that's us, so that's how close we are. We are coming back down now. It's blowing a proper gale up at the top there. In fact, all around here it's a super windy day. So we're getting a bit blown all over the place. So we're coming down now to try and take a bit of a break from the wind and explore a little bit more of Oslo. We've just taken a little walk down to Sorenga Sea Bath, which you can see right from the Opera House. It's right towards the edge of almost the port area. Walk down there and there's like a platform where people are jumping in, so there's people just jumping into the water. It's not a warm day, it's kind of a very average day, but it's blowy, and I can imagine the water is very cold, and there's people just jumping straight in, going for a swim in there, so you won't catch us doing that today. May not have been able to get one in Sweden, but in Norway I've secured the Starbucks cup, so the mug is in the bag, literally in the bag, and I've also grabbed a mocha frappuccino as well for the road. But I'm super glad that I've got it, because I'm going to have to try and find a way now of actually getting that Sweden mug. So if anyone is going to Stockholm anytime soon, because I've seen a Starbucks there, hit me up and I'll send you some money for a Starbucks mug, because that's the only one that's missing from the collection that I just could not get hold of from a trip. We're just taking a walk towards a bit further out of the city, so we're heading towards the Royal Palace now. In fact, actually looking at it right now, it's almost like walking down a mall in London. So we're walking straight down there to the palace, but we've just been to it's called the Stortinget, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is quite an old and famous and quite impressive government building here in Oslo. So we'll shortly be getting to the Royal Palace and we'll give you a much better view of what it looks like up there. There it is, we've made it up to the Royal Palace, so we're going to take a look around. Well, take a look around? Probably not. Take a look from the outside, more likely. taking a walk around the Royal Palace into the gardens, and one thing's for certain, I do not envy at all the job of the guards who have to set themselves around the house all day, just like at Buckingham Palace. It's the same here, where they're actually more of a tourist attraction than anything else. Obviously they're there for protection, but if those guys had image rights, they'd make a fortune, because there's just endless tourists and people queuing up for photos with them and next to them, and a few getting told off for trespassing and whatnot, or going too close towards the building. It's super peaceful here in the gardens with all the little water features. Just a nice little park to walk around. There's a couple of little ponds here that you can just walk around with paths all around them, so we're just taking a little walk between the different areas. Scared little bunny. When you walk around the back as well, you can go past all the little fountains and pools and things. We've just walked through a little sculpture park, so there's a few interesting looking things, a fox and a rather scared looking bunny and a rainbow, all sorts of different things underneath there. So you just walk around the back of the palace. It's a nice, like, 10-minute walk, something like that, but it's nice nonetheless. I've just tried to go up to the top floor against the viewpoint to get a nice view, because like the view out here is amazing. So I tried to go up to the viewpoint to be told, oh, you know, it's closed off for a private event. So there's a big Indian wedding going on. We saw a lot of people here in reception, and they've hired out the whole thing. And the lady basically said to me, they've paid a lot of money for all this, so you can. But yeah, you know, takes a bit more than that to stop a stubborn Brit from getting the view they want to get. And here we are. I've got the view I want to get now outside, so I'll show you a better view than what of me just then trying to get a view. But yeah, the view out here was pretty stunning once you actually get a view. So I just walked in, and there's an empty meeting room, so you just come into here and, you know, it's got the view that I'm looking for outside, so now I can actually enjoy this view. Yeah, it's for a meeting room, but, you know, still got the view. And there's a couple more people who've also come into this room here to try and get a glimpse of the view. Obviously not being allowed to from the actual rooftop viewpoint, so yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one who has to come in here to get the view. The day's almost at an end. We've been down to the restaurant in the hotel. There's a pizzeria which had decent ratings, so we just got a pizza. It was nothing great, nothing special, but it was nothing bad either. Just shared a big massive pizza. We got half of the pepperoni and hot honey and half of a margarita as well. Shared that, it was really nice. And now we are heading to McDonald's, because although we're probably not going to sample an actual McDonald's meal on this trip, we wanted some sort of dessert. And there was no desserts, it was just pizza at the place we ate for tea. So we're going to come out and sample a McFlurry and see what Oslo's got to offer, what the Norwegian specials are here at McDonald's. I had to cut filming a bit prematurely then, because there's loads of like groups of Somalian men just suddenly lingering around in the evening. We just got approached by one of them, so I saw it coming, so I had to quickly put the camera down. It's a bit strange to kind of come out later on and just like loads of groups of weird people just lingering. So we've got the McFlurries, we've got a dime McFlurry, and then also, I'm not too sure what it's called, but it's like a caramel sauce with like a little bits of chocolate popcorn in there. So that looks pretty nice. And we've also got these McPops, which are like little Biscoff-filled donuts. So again, they should be pretty tasty. And there's a look at the inside of the McPop, filled with lovely Biscoff. Back at the hotel now, and I'm sat in this big old comfy chair. It's one of the nicest chairs I've ever actually sat in a hotel room. Sometimes you get those like static ones that aren't very comfortable if you even get a chair. So this is pretty nice to kick back in, and there's not really much view right now because it's night time. It's not kind of like a New York vibe where everything's proper lit up. So yeah, not a crazy view at night time. But yeah, the meal, fine. McDonald's, cool to try a different McDonald's as well. The dime went down well, and also the popcorny caramel type one that Alex had as well went down fine. And the McPops as well, they were a nice little treat. If they had those in England, they would go down an absolute storm, because Biscoff mania just keeps going from strength to strength in the UK. Like, everyone seems to love Biscoff. I don't think I've met anyone who doesn't love that stuff yet. And that rounds up the day here in Oslo. So we're going to be going to bed now, or pretty soon. It's been a very long day, a lot of steps in place. I think I've done like 19,000 yesterday and like 16,000 again today, and that's with the fact of we didn't even start properly walking about and exploring until like 12:30 when we got off the bus. So yeah, it's been a really good day, really enjoyed Oslo. Again, one of those places where I don't know many people who've been before. It's not the sort of place where people go, like your Barcelonas, your Amsterdam, so I've not ever really seen anyone come here before. But from the first day, we're really enjoying it. So tomorrow, we've got a few things in mind that we'd like to do, so we'll just sort of see where the day takes us, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the second part of this Oslo trip.